guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I am Vanessa, Native Peacemaker here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be back. I have been doing so much stuff, so many things I have been wanting to be, to do, and just kind of just living my life, you know, and doing the best I can every day, just like we all do, right? With all of our, you know, different emotions, all of our wants and needs and all these other stuff, right? I really wanted to make a little short video today about being okay, you know, letting, oh my God, this is such a hard one, letting ourselves evolve, right? And letting ourselves, well, you know, it's not more of letting ourselves, right? Because we can't just let ourselves, you know, that's kind of, it feels like that's forcing ourselves to really thinking that we're not what we are turning into or becoming, right? So, okay, what I mean by that is that while we're growing and evolving every single day and we're all learning and growing, right? There's a group of people that aren't doing that or don't know how or don't know where to start or don't know how to do it or things like that, right? So that's where, you know, you read books, you learn, but then there's this more, and then there's like a lack feeling, you know? It's like, you know, I don't feel like it. I'm just kind of, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take that action. I'm not going to trust myself or believe in myself. I'm more just going to sit back and just feel the lack, I guess. Just kind of exist rather than live. Okay, you all know what I mean. So, you know, I've been there, and you know, it all really helps when you are around really supportive people, when you're around people who actually understand you. Really, it really truly makes a difference when you're around people who understand you and understand, like, just understand you, you know. And you know, it can be really a challenge when you're not around those people, you know, but we all go through things differently and we all are different people, right? So let's say, you know, that group of people that has that lack stuff, that's lack, but then there's an other side of us that, you know, we're learning, literally reading books, and we're actually taking information from books. We're actually taking information from things that we're actually taking in for information from things, and we're learning, we're actually loving it, instead of having an ego about life, instead of having an ego like, you know what, I'm not gonna do that, you know what, I know better, I know this and that, or, well, listen, this is for anybody, but we can either have an ego about things, you know, pride, and pride just feels like a burden to me, you know, just having pride, which is great, but also there's another group of people that are evolving actually, that actually want to evolve for themselves and their life and spiritually and their higher self and just being them, you know. And if you're not around people who actually support that, or, you know, because you are who you surround yourself with, which is very, for me, I'm always protecting my energy. So being protective of our energy, and that's another thing, that if you're not around people like-minded or, you know, are in that vibrational state too, that actually want more, that are actually loving seeing people happy, that are actually loving wanting more for themselves, it can be very difficult. Trust me, I've been there, I'm there right now, you know. But I also always continually support people and to just let people be them and support them, because you know what that actually does for yourself is you actually gain more confidence with yourself and more self-love with yourself. So don't let anyone stop you or make you feel silly for doing that. Trust me, I have come across a person in my life actually recently, and they're actually still in my life, who, you know, and it sucks when, you know, you have a people-pleasing thing within you, but you don't do it just because, you know, you do that. You do it because you want to actually support people, and let people be better and better. So if you're around people that don't do, you know, that work, you know what I'm saying, like the work to actually, you know, take faith, you know, and put it in your hands, and that work to actually want to succeed, forgetting everything, you know, you can't just skip everything to get to where you want to go. That's the thing, like, you can't do that. And, you know, I know who I am, and, you know, I've come across family and stuff who actually, you know, try to take from me, but all I'm doing is living my life, and all I'm doing is wanting to live my life and live it true to myself and authentically, you know. So the more that we do live authentically and true to ourselves, the more that people are going to get intimidated by that. So I want you to know that people get intimidated. I mean, including your family and friends, like, they're going to be uncomfortable around you. And that's the thing, when we're growing and evolving for the better, family, people are going to be intimidated by you. And that's the thing that makes us feel bad, that we are stunting our growth and we're stunting our, evolvedness, you know, because we can feel so bad for growing. But the thing is, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep pushing past all that, because we can't be stopped. Like, if you're becoming more confident, keep being confident. If you're starting to really forgive people, forgive people. Like, if you are starting to getting to things that, you know, that seem like, how are you going to do that? What are you doing? Like, wow, how would you do that? The thing is, you can't let that stop you. And I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but when we're evolving and growing for the better and for ourselves, we can't let people stop us with that. So, okay. So the thing is, you can't let people stop your growth. Like, if I'm making a video right now and if someone comes to me and they're just like, what are you doing? The thing is, they're not going to understand that, right? Anyways, when we're evolving and growing, there's going to be people too that make you seem, ooh, there's going to be toxic people. Like, if they're still in your life, there's going to be toxic people that try to make you seem like, what the hell are you doing? What are you talking about? Or why are you doing this? There's literally going to be people in your life that need to go. They're gonna have to go for your growth, for your peace of mind. They're gonna have to go. Don't let people manipulate you into thinking that you are wrong, or that what you're doing is insane or crazy or whatever it is. You just know more. You're powerful. We don't come here to please people. We don't come here to just sit there and not let ourselves evolve for the better. We don't let people dim our confidence. And when that happens, just realize that it's not you. It's just how that individual is seeing things. So when we're becoming more aware of ourselves and who we are, the more that people will see that and they're gonna back off. Okay? Because if we're evolving, right? I love to say evolving because it's true. You're literally evolving. And if we're evolving to having boundaries, and you're like, okay, I have boundaries, you know, we all have boundaries, but you let yourself have boundaries. You know, I think, you know, we're not too harsh about these boundaries, right? When you just let people know, like, yo, like, this is I can't have someone over me. I can't have someone, you know, if you're older. I've come across this, by the way, a lot, so much in my life, and this is why I will fight for the freedom for my authentic soul, for who I am, who is more powerful than those people that try to bring me down. Because the more that you're shining, the more that you're vibrating high in frequency, the more that you just live your life and you know what life is about and you know how to manifest your shit, the more that people will not like that, because you're living true to yourself. You're living true to what you know and who you are. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, so the more we evolving, let ourselves be confident. Don't dim it, you know. And when we do have ego about things, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? I think it's okay, but just know that we're more than that. We're more than having an ego about like the dumbest things, because we want to live life. We don't want to regret it or live in someone else's reality. We don't want to live in someone else's like ways of believing. It doesn't matter if it's family or friends. Like, people are they're just gonna have to adjust to you, you know, while you're on this path, because this path is for you, my friend. Like, this path is yours. So I want you to understand that you can evolve as much as you want, and the more that we do evolve, we're going to see that we need to leave a certain place. We need to move. We need to get a new job. We need to make these friends. We want to make new friends. You know, we start seeing all these things and we're just like, wow, I'm so much more. You know, this clarity starts to come through for you when you start believing in yourself and believing that you're more, and you're more than judging people. You're more than comparing yourself. You're more than being jealous of someone. That's the thing, which is really beautiful, because you're true to yourself, right? So no one has what you have, and no one has the individual uniqueness that you have, and that is your gift. Like, that is your beautiful gift to the world, and how you and when you're figuring out how to use that, that's even more beautiful, because you're gaining so much of your power back. You're gaining so much of your own knowledge and wisdom back when you are believing in who you are, when you're just knowing you're awesome and you're badass. When we forgive ourselves, right, and just know that you are making a difference. Know that you just are making a difference. Okay, you don't have to say yes to anything. You don't have to, you know, do things that you don't want to do. I want you to know that. Like, along this evolving and growing things, there's so much that, like, everything's fine. Ultimately, everything is fine all the time. you know, we just worry a lot. And the more that we just let go and trust in what, you know, trust in ourselves every day and what we can bring to whatever, I think that, you know, it really releases a lot of resistance. And least resistance in life is a more enjoyable life. I don't know about you guys, but I love less resistance in my life. So the more that we're around people who, oh wow, this is what I was getting at before about how people older than you think that you can't be where you're at now. So I actually have dealt with this, you know, and let me tell you, half of this stuff is an illusion. You know, it's just half of the shit is just an illusion anyway that we all make up. It just is. And so when we realize that, like, you just become more freer than ever. You just become more freer than you ever can be. Let people just see you however they want to. Let people just be whatever the hell they want to. Let people let you know. Let people just think whatever they want, right? That's the thing. Just become free and free. And the more that you do that, the more that you live so free and authentic to yourself, that the more ideas you'll get for your life, the more just passion you'll have, and the more momentum will keep going every single day for you, all right? So listen for that, okay? Everyone has a unique thing about them. All right, so another thing, I know this video is pretty long by now. I just have so much always to say, but evolve as you please, okay? However you're evolving, if you are feeling more, like I said, confident, let yourself be confident, okay? It's such a practice, and it's so fun even growing as a person. It's so fun to grow. It's so fun to find things out about yourself, and it's fun to love things about yourself. It's fun to try new things for yourself. And it's just, you know, it's just a fun journey, I think, to just start loving yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more that you bring all your energy back to you, the more that you are less fearful and you are really trusting in yourself. And the more that the more you love yourself, the less, you know, the more fearless you will become. And those dark, negative things will start detaching, going elsewhere, because you're starting to love yourself and you can't be stopped at all. And that's such a rare thing. That it's such a beautiful thing, okay? So it doesn't matter, listen. You have your own truth, your own beliefs right inside of you. You can literally co-create your life. You can co-create your reality. Every day, take one step closer to where you want to be. It doesn't matter what you look like or what you're doing right now. Just take one step closer to where you want to be, okay? And like I was saying before, if there's older people, like if you got like a sister or like a mom, or like a stepmom or something like that, they're older and they think they know more or whatever, if you're in that sort of thing, that's very toxic. So just know, like, you don't need to focus on that. Focus on your future and what you want to do for it and what you want to do next. If you have to take a step closer to it, whatever it is, if you make videos, if you write books, if you do things outside, like, keep doing those things, and sooner or later, you know, it's going to become part of your identity and part of your new way of being and your new life, okay? So just know that, and never ever dim your light, because the more that you know you're true, the more that you know yourself and you're true to yourself, no one can take that, because that's your system, that you work from that. That's like your oomph, you know, you work from it. And so that's where you get every single thing that you need, or even though the answers that you need is from your system. So just know that, because the more that we are more grounded within ourselves and more knowing and trusting of our core beliefs about life and ourselves, the more that we will radiate from our truest, authentic core self, because no one can take that. Don't give away your power to things, not even thoughts, you know. Don't give your power to thoughts. Don't give your power to the ways people think you should be. Trust me, don't do that. Other people's beliefs are always going to be about you. People are always going to have their own beliefs about things, but the more that you just put positivity out there and in yourself as well, the more that you're just going to get that back, and the more that all that other stuff that lower vibrational stuff will disappear, and that's just a fact. That's just a fact. So keep supporting people, keep loving people, keep letting people be happy. More kindness in the world, for real, more kindness in the world. Like if I were to leave this earth tomorrow, I'd be like, I want more kindness. I want to release all this energy from my solar plexus out so I can be free. I don't want anyone else's energy up in my shit. I don't want anyone else's energy in myself, and that's the thing. You don't have to have that energy within yourselves, okay? So to break a part of that, you have to take that leaps of faith, to trust yourself and to let yourself just be you forever. Okay? So that's it from me in this video. So stay inspired, be yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.